Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. How are you? I hope all of you are good and fine at your homes. This is Teacher Mark speaking, and I'm very happy to be here with you right now. Um, guys, as you know, we are still staying at home for a while, so that means no school by now. Oh, that's very sad. It's really important that you're safe. So please be careful and take good care of yourselves, guys. But not everything is bad. If we take a look at the bright side, this is such a great opportunity, guys, to use technologies to keep learning and to develop other skills, such as some of us teachers all around the world are doing. Believe me, this is something that is completely new to all of us. So we're going to continue taking lessons, but online, just like this for now, okay? So you will need your notebook, like in a normal lesson. Your notebook, remember, we have the grammar part and we have the vocabulary part. You will also need your student book and your workbook because we are going to continue with the lessons just as normal, okay? Of course, you will need your pencil case with your favorite fantastic color pencils and pens. And I really recommend you to wear headphones. You see, we are going to listen to some exercises, and it's important that you really listen well. And also, just make yourself feel comfortable. Go for your favorite drink and enjoy your classes, guys. Welcome. So, the objective of today's lesson is the second conditional, okay? So let's continue. Please be safe and stay at home. Here we go. Okay, guys, so let's go to your notebook, okay? And write the title of today, which is second conditional. Oh, sorry. Second conditional. Okay, oh yes, remember the date of today, April. Then it depends on which day you are, April, etc., etc. So, before continue with this, let's remember something about the first conditional. If we look back to your notes, almost in February, when we saw the first conditional, we were talking about a condition that it's almost something in the future. Remember? Well, this is the how conditionals are formed. Remember, we have the if clause. Okay, you can use if and when, and then we have the result clause. Okay, remember the if clause and the result clause are separated by a comma. So, in the first conditional, we were talking about future situations that some of them were just very sure and some of them were not very sure. Remember? So in this case, now going back to the second conditional, this is about future, but not normal future, but imaginary future. Something that is almost impossible. The second conditional, it's about imagination. It's about impossible things, fantastic things. So please write that in your notebook. Okay, so by the way, I'm sorry about the handwriting. It's been pretty long time since I don't write properly. Sorry. So the second conditional is used to talk about imaginary, unlikely, or impossible situations. The if clause explains what will cause the future result in the main clause. Okay, so let's just write some examples. For example, let's just write if. Okay, let's just stop a little bit. If. Remember, all the conditionals start with if or when. But if I have more time for shopping, in this case, look, we're using a verb in past. So in the second conditional, it's important to use only the past in the first clause, okay? If I have more time for shopping, I will be really happy. So this is an imaginary situation. Remember, every time we use would, we are going to use a verb with no conjugation, okay? It's just pretty normal verb. Now, would, maybe you remember, so go back again to your pages. Remember, when we're talking about the future, we're talking about present continuous, going to, might, may, will, want. Well, in this case, we have would, but would is in this part, so you can write would. Would is an imaginary future, something that does not exist. So there you can just go back and write that. If you want the information, we did this in February almost. So going back to the page, to the current page, that's how we're going to use will. It's an imaginary situation. If I had more time for shopping, I would be really happy. Do you want more examples? Okay, then write if. Okay, if I were you, I would buy recycled stuff. So this is an imaginary situation. Again, remember, important. In this part, we use the simple past. It's very important. Simple past. And in the second part, we use wolf. Okay? Wolf. So this is pretty much the second conditional, guys. Alright, guys. Okay. So now we're going to continue in the book, okay? So let's just go to exercise number 9. Read these sentences from the podcast. Choose the correct option to complete each sentence, then read the information below. Remember that during previous classes, before all this started, we were talking about a store, a very famous store, which name was Koichi. Remember the Koichi clothes? So this is about it. So and now you're going to, according to what we just saw with using the second conditional, we're going to answer these questions, okay? So what do you think? Number 1, there are or there aren't a lot of companies like Koichi. Aha, very good. It's aren't. There aren't a lot of companies like Koichi. And number 2, the word is or isn't a better place. Exactly, the word isn't a better place, right? Number 3, Koichi's clothes look or don't look good. Oh, that's very easy. Look, of course. Number 4, the speaker does or doesn't wear Koichi clothes. So according to it, does. Number 5, the if clause of both sentences talks about the past or a situation that isn't real. So you just notice that it is a situation that isn't real. So we can say that the second conditional, guys, is used to talk about situations that they are imaginary, untrue, or very unlikely. Here we have some examples. So now we're going to put the words in the correct order to make sentences using this conditional. So I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you with the first one. We have in this order the phrases sell anything, we wouldn't if we advertise, and didn't. So remember, if we're talking about conditionals, normally or usually they start with the if clause and they continue with the result. So just use your logic, guys. I'm going to help you with the first one. So if we didn't advertise, we wouldn't sell anything. So if we didn't advertise, we wouldn't sell anything. Now I want you to remember that there is this special rule that only goes with conditional. Remember that sometimes we can see the result clause at the beginning, and then, well, we can see the if clause at the end. So remember, they can switch places sometimes. So just for you to remember this, I will give you some time to complete this exercise. Remember, when we come to this part, you just pause the video and complete as if we were in the classroom, okay? Ready, guys? So we're going to leave it on here, and the next session we're going to check our answers, okay? So for homework, yes, it will be homework, don't worry, it's going to be very easy. We're going to finish exercise 11, 12, and 13. So in the exercise 13, remember you have just to, it's supposed that we have to discuss the questions as a class, but you're going to take notes. You're just going to answer one of the questions, the question that you like the most. Okay, we have 2 questions there, and that's it. Please take care, guys. I hope all of you are well, and see you the next session. Take care and have a great weekend. Goodbye.